Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Today's readings are going to be a little bit unusual. Yesterday, I don't know what happened. I was not feeling well, and I thought, okay, maybe I'll feel better, and I'll do the cards later, and I still wasn't feeling well. I laid down at 5 p.m. I didn't eat all day. I laid down at 5 p.m., and I did not wake until 4 a.m. this morning. I don't know why I was so wiped out. That's so crazy. So I woke up absolutely starving, and I'm feeling much better. So anyways, let's carry on. So I'm going to do early morning for me, what I wanted to read on yesterday, and then later today I will read on what I had planned for today. So you'll actually end up getting 4 videos out of me today on this channel and 2 on the other. All right, so we are using the Chronicles of Destiny fortune cards because I want to ask the cards. Neil Sean has mentioned that William is not what he seems. He's, how did he put it? He's got those beautiful blue eyes, always smiling, always polite and everything. But behind the scenes, he is actually very ruthless and determined. I believe it. I pick up on his energy. I've always called him the King of Swords. Because he's on the cusp of Gemini. And I have always picked him up as the King of Swords. And the gist of the story is that once William becomes king, Harry's going to lose everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. They can take the prince title away from him. There's precedent for it. It has been done before. Even though he was born a prince, they can take it away. They took it away during the World Wars. They took away from one prince. And they can. And I want to ask the cards if William will. If he'll even take it down, strip him down to losing his prince title. Let's see what's going to happen. So, when William becomes king, so that's why I wanted to use the Chronicles of Destiny. Is this history playing out? Is William the one who's going to stop Harry and the destiny of the spares that are absolute, I don't want to say animals, but some of the spares are, especially later. And remember that auto writing I did with Birdie? Not to be disrespectful, but once they get to the other side, they have no titles. He's Birdie, right? You get stripped of all your worldly assets once you get to the other side. So I'm not being disrespectful, and I call them Elizabeth or Diana or Birdie. That's who they are. They're not wearing their human mask anymore. They're just simply energy. Did he not say what he didn't like about Philip was that Philip brought back some of the negative royal blood? So anyways, I'm going to address that in the next video. Oh, see, the clock agrees. So let's get to this read. What is the destiny of William and Harry? What is the destiny of William and Harry? What is their obvious? They're born into the same family, born of the same mother. What is their entangled destiny? Shall we begin? The call. So one of them has the call. I would say this is William, or is it Harry, to disrupt the... I just got something here. Okay. Thank you, cards. They just reminded me I need to do 2 piles, William and Harry. Otherwise, I won't know who's right. I just said I got the call, right? Is that for William to disrupt Harry, or is that for Harry to disrupt the royal family, right? We cannot be too judgmental of what some people, their life purpose is. Is it to, destroy something, or is it to elevate something? It's not up to us to decide. So William and Harry, I'm going to do 2 piles here. William and Harry. And then we'll do a third, I just got it, a third pile, thank you. A third pile will go William, Harry, and their combined destiny. All right? William, Harry, and their combined destiny. William, yeah, there, that feels better. That feels better. Okay, now shall we begin? Never concern yourself if you want to start reading over again. As soon as you feel the energy and it's off, or it feels very confusing, just go ahead and start it again. I mean, there are no tarot please. Remember that. Okay, the Baroness. Isn't that interesting under William? Under Harry, balance, going through life blindly going through life, trying to balance things. Baroness, and this actually is William. He hides his true nature. I think in strategically, because that's a see-through fan. For those of people who can see, he's not a pushover. He's not a pushover. So if Harry and Meghan think that they can't wait till William becomes king, because now they're going to rule things, they are in big, big trouble. He holds his aces close to his chest. He'd be a terrible person to play poker against. Honestly, he would. Because you can't read him. You can't read him. And then there's Harry. Almost look like, here's William with his strategies, with his, I almost want to say mask. That, he's the nice guy on the outside, but just cross him and you'll find out who he really is. But I also get that if you are on William's side, if you're behind him, man, you are on the right side of him, and he will make sure that you're well protected. Here's Harry going out into the world with a mask on, childlike, really not reading the room, being easily fooled, going in a direction, what doesn't know what he's going towards, could be a rat, could be a rabbit, but because he has the blindfold on, he just blindly goes out into the world. Dreams, their destiny. Yeah, they do have a destiny. And right now, I think they're both exhausted by it. Distant shores on Williams. William looks at the big picture. He looks at also distant shores could be like looking towards the future, looking at worldwide issues. What's Harry? Interlude. I'm going to say that I think Harry takes too many interludes. He looks more within all the time. It's like, what about me? How can I make this story about me? Castle, yeah, they definitely have some kind of destiny. It's their royal titles. Their destiny was to meet up and grow up royal. The adventure, moving on. What's Harry? Bliss. I'm almost getting like a sense of like the adventure and distant shores. I'm getting like William sees moving on from where he is right now, and things that are bigger than him, and issues that are bigger than him. And this kind of reminds me of his Earthshot Prize, right? He goes all over the world promoting this Earthshot Prize. He does see the big picture. He meets with dignitaries from all over the world. And I'm getting that he, at the same time, he's looking at, his future is this big adventure. Um, Whereas I'm getting with Harry's, you look at these ones almost look like, to me, his drugged out state, bliss. Like, look at that. Like, bliss being, I'm going to drink, I'm going to do my mushrooms I find in my friend's fridge. That's Harry. Harry is like, he doesn't give a shit about the world or world leaders, or here's Harry. It's all about Harry, and he's just gonna zone out onto everything. Whereas William is realizing his um, worldly connections, right? Going on this grand adventure. What's their destiny to get? The heroine is Catherine, because it's certainly not Megan. Is their combined destiny Catherine? Is she the that's so interesting, because we all know Harry had a big crush on Catherine. Really big crush on Catherine. And I think that's why Megan hates Catherine, is because she knows that Harry has googly eyes for Catherine. Also, we have showed many times William adores Catherine and will do anything for Catherine. And I think that the destiny here between the two brothers. Waterfall, waterfall. And the warlock. I'm going to say that William is going to be is almost going to burn himself out. He's going to burn himself out. I almost wonder if there's going to be some kind of energy bomb sent his way by the warlock. The call. Now we have the call. So yes, their destiny, I think they both have a place to play, because we do have the castle here and dreams. And so I'm wondering here if the call is not a call to arms. They both have their play in this. I'm getting that this is some kind of, I want to say, destiny bomb. Destiny bomb. They both came here to do disruption and creation. I'm almost getting like a yin yang message here. One is, and maybe that's why they're so completely opposite, right? They have nothing in common. Really, they don't. I'm going to say that they both are here. And that's interesting. When I pulled that card first, and I said, oh, is it for him? Is it for her? Who's it about? It's for both of them. It's for both. They both have a destiny. And maybe we'll find that out in the next one. Let's find out. Lady Summer. Lady Summer. Well, he was born on the summer solstice. Kissed. Kissed. Kissed by what? And what's their combined destiny? The gatekeeper. What's the underlying? Lady Autumn. Lady Autumn. So we have Lady Summer, Lady Autumn. Also, Lady Summer is Diana, right? She is. She was July 1st. She's Summer. I think this is telling us, especially with the waterfall here, that actually William is here as an energetic representative of his mother, versus Harry is not. Harry is not. Lady Autumn, this tells me, because once winter comes, there's nothing growing. Lady Autumn is completion of a cycle. Whereas winter, to me, winter's always been the first of a cycle. And I'm going to tell you why. Because December 21st, or the winter solstice, is the darkest the sun will be. And the sun starts to grow after December 21st. So that's the start of the cycle. The cycle always starts with rest, with clearing, right? All the leaves are gone, the ground is frozen, it's quiet. You're making plans. You don't start a business by starting the business, you start by the plans, right? You don't birth a baby, you don't have a baby, you don't go, oh, I'm pregnant, oh, next day you have a baby. No, you have 9 months of before the baby arrives, the underground growing planning kind of stage, right? So to me, winter's always been the first season. Everyone says spring, but you know what? All those seeds and everything have been growing underground all this time, and they spring up. So what's happened in the time before then? Well, that's the first cycle, the preparation. The sun grows warmer and warms the land. Anyways, going on and on. So I think that we are going to see the accumulation of what's going on in their life, whatever they're here to do. With the gatekeeper here, is they get to close the gate and lock the gate. So whatever they are here to do, whether it's disrupt, whether it's grow, it will be completed before the end of their lives. Absolutely, 100%, because they both are going to answer the call. Catherine is a very big part of this. What part she has in it, I wonder, has yet to be played out. I think that Diana has a big, big part of that. She has shown up. I think this kissed here, I think this is like, it's all red. It is, I think this is Megan's part in it. I honestly do. It's, Megan in that red dress and kissed. He was kissed by this black magic, right? And probably because he's blasted out of his mind. He has no real direction in life. He boldly goes where no man has gone before. Whereas William has a lot of direction. He's got the ship, he's got the adventure, he's got all the direction. I think, though, William is going to burn himself out fighting this. I really do. Somewhat like his mother did as well. She almost at the end there, I don't whether she knew it was coming to the end of her life or not. They say some people have a sense and they tie up loose ends. I don't know what that has to do with it, but I think there's going to be some form of burnout here. I'm almost going to want to call it that it will be completed with no winners, tie score, 0-0. And that would be probably the best way to end it, because if one wins over the other, then the game is still afoot. When the game closes and it's a tie, I think it will be closed. I think this is their last lifetime together, and they're here to learn something from each other. Maybe they're here to learn, maybe this has a lot to do with Diana and some of the karma that she has accumulated over the years, as we all have, and we all do. There's something here, the four of them, William, Catherine, Harry, Meghan, have got to clean up. And they have to answer the call to clean it up. And fighting all the time is not answering the call. Clearing things up, clearing up your karma. You can go see my Antichrist video on the other channel. That's the only way to clean it up, inch by inch. And I have a funny feeling that they will in the end. Whether that means Meghan has to leave, right? That could be part of her karma, is learning to let go. Perhaps Catherine is important in bringing the two brothers back together. We're not sure. And interesting, we didn't get Charles in here at all. We have Diana. We have, I guess you could call Lady Autumn. Charles is an Autumn, baby being a Scorpio. Um, could be, but I don't believe Charles is the father of both of these boys. So I'm not too sure if he has much to do with it. I think more, we know both boys came through Diana. I think that they're going to clean up their karma. They definitely will. Does this mean that William takes away all of Harry's royalty titles? It actually could be. It actually could be, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he has the waterfall here. I wonder if the waterfall is the fall of his brother. That's one way of cleaning up Harry's karma, is making him not royal, right? And bringing him down to earth, right? Here we have the warlock. He casts spells on people with his royal titles, and then somehow those are all taken away, so that he can clean up his karma, that he can be at peace. He doesn't have to talk about this brutal royal family anymore. In some way, that is cleaning up the karma, but it's going to be exhausting for William. It's actually going to be brutally exhausting for him, because look at, he's up against, whether that black magic is the media, uh, it's actually bad juju, whatever it is, that's what he's up against. But he's going to carry on with his mother's energy, and I think we're going to see kiss goodbye to Megan. I honestly do. And I'm not saying it's this autumn that things are going to be cleared up. It will be during an autumn season. So, or the end or the accumulation of both of these men's energies. So I think that because William sees the bigger picture, I think that's a part of the reason why Harry's titles and whatnot will be taken away, because it is damaging to the royal family, to the crown. I think we're going to see William more of a monarchist. I think it's going to shock people how much of a monarchist that he actually is. I'm king, and this is the way it is. I think that's part of the mask that he wears. We have to remember Diana was a very strict monarchist. Say what you want about her, but she did not want to see. She wanted to see her son on the throne one day, and so she knew she had to keep that going for that to happen. Yeah, I think. Well, it'd be interesting to see how Catherine plays out in this. It really will. But the four of them had to come together in this lifetime to clean it up. That's their destiny. The gatekeeper is going to lock that gate, and if they answer the call, right? If they answer the call, they can stop this from going into the next lifetime. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.